Where right, Cal Freezy love being in. Yo, come to the towns.
Before we get into this video, I don't really know if I can trust your reviews and your
You're not jacking him.
Come on, bro. He's out here talking about some haggis was dumb good. Yeah, you're gonna see. I don't think he's gonna go to no dangerous places, but without further ado, y'all know how these Cal Freezy videos go.
Yes, sir.
Big food content. We locked in, we do. Big dubs in the chat. There's Doris.
Welcome to LA, the land of dreams.
LA, the land of dreams.
And possibly food poisoning.
I'm not eating that.
Most people are usually on the hunt for 5-star restaurants when deciding where they want to eat. But today, we're flipping that on its head and hunting down the worst rated to see if they really are as bad as people say.
So we're here at Buffalo Wild Wings Grill and Bar.
I've heard Buffalo Wild Wings is
Not
dirt.
the best
Facts.
on Yelp,
And overpriced.
sure. But
I heard if you take your shorts in, you're
let's
doing
try
bad.
it.
Damn, is that bad?
Here, so
I've heard that at a young age too. Like, no God, I'm like, damn, why? I've never been here before. Like, no bad, never.
Oh, you know
After that nigga told me that, I was like, damn.
A couple more screens, I reckon. Genuinely, I'm gonna count how many screens I got. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 2,
You're in a bar again, trust me.
Yeah, you're in a sports bar at that.
3, 44. There's about 50
Go to
screens in
Applebee's,
here.
probably the
That's
same
not
damn
even
thing.
an exaggeration. Like, there's actually 50 screens in here. And that's not a bad thing. That's not me complaining. I wish we had more
Some
stuff like that in the
Applebee's, I
UK.
think.
Anyways, look, we're here to try the food, and more importantly, the wings. Now, obviously we're using Yelp. This place is in quite a touristy area. Like, we're by the Hollywood stars and everything. You know, those things in the floor that everyone gets really excited about. As I'm walking to the next spot, look, we've got Arthur Cohen, Vin Diesel here, unbelievable, Colleen Frederick. Usually around these tourist attractions tend to be pretty crap food spots. Leicester Square in London, probably a similar vibe here. Right, let's see what we want. They offer 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15,
Caribbean
16,
jerk,
17,
don't
18,
trust
19,
it.
20, 21. 21 different sauces and another 5 different dry rubs. That's pretty
Salt and
unreal,
vinegar is
but it also
insane.
makes it more difficult to decide what you want. All right, and then yeah, I've been sort of sat here for a little while now. We were quick to get the drinks, and I was like, oh, okay, she's on it. And it's not exactly busy in here either, is it? But yeah, since then we haven't really had a look in at getting our order in.
They in the back spitting your food, gang.
Oh, hi there, yeah. But yes, I am. Thank you very much. Could I please get 6 of the traditional wings, please? What is like the most popular sauce to go for?
She don't even eat there herself.
Okay.
You said she don't even eat that.
Just like in the middle.
Medium.
Yeah.
So the honey barbecue is good. The spicy
Ooh.
garlic is good.
Could I get the honey barbecue then, please? Thank you. Could I get that? And then also the buffalo chicken tots as well.
I hate bad wings.
Nah,
London.
That shit
word.
just
Yeah,
piss
yeah.
me off.
I hate when a
Thank
wing
you,
is
appreciate
mad
it.
big. That shit is
Why?
terrible. I
I
don't
know,
know
it
big
took a
ass
little while,
wing.
but she seems quite
Mad
nice.
GMO and
Let me read
steroids
out
and that
one of
shit.
I would call this an outrageous
Huge
comment and
chicken.
definitely out of pocket.
Them
Don't know what
shits
this means,
that
but
them
heavy
shits
set
from the
toast with
from
red
Co-op,
hair
that
has no
Texas
concept
grill
of
shit,
customer service,
terrible,
very
nigga.
condescending and rude.
I don't
Heavy
think
set toast.
Have I been there?
Me and G film were arguing.
No,
is
no, I
that-
haven't. That's in the mall,
What do
or
you
that's
mean by
like
that?
just
That's-
in co-op itself?
Yeah, it's in like
this
the
is
outlet.
worst. One of the
Mm.
top 10 worst mistakes is accidentally mobile ordering from this location.
I think I know what you're talking
People
about.
actually
That shit is
savage on it.
terrible,
Food
bro.
came out
Them wings
too
is
fast
big
to
as
be
shit.
fresh.
Pterodactyl
Okay,
legs.
this is going to be interesting. If it comes within 2 minutes, then we know something's up.
But you know how many flavors they got there? They mainly sell wings.
Alright,
I
so
wouldn't be
here we are.
surprised if they come out dumb
Scran
fast.
has arrived. They look okay, actually. They look nicely.
Fries don't look
sauced up.
too
By the way,
bad.
this was an appetizer. The size, I'm sorry, America. I'm gonna bring it up every single time. But
Yeah,
at the same
yeah.
time, you could argue value for money.
But see though, like the thing about this though, right? See, when people come here, normally they're not by themselves. So when you're getting an appetizer, you're thinking about this like, oh, for one person, it's crazy.
Yeah, sure.
It's usually be like 3 or 4 people that's sharing one appetizer. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it evens out.
etc. Anyways, let's try.
But he didn't get to choose his
um,
appetizer though.
Chicken tots.
He could have chose something like a little light, like maybe like
Facts.
nachos.
True.
Filthy. Nah, filthy. I misread what this is. So this is a potato nugget, and the chicken is just on top. Oh.
That's definitely a lot
I just
for
don't know
one
what I'm
person.
eating. That's the problem with a lot of these worst rated spots is I'm just anxious. Fucking hell, it's spicy. I'm not
Yeah,
enjoying
what
that.
you expect?
shit
Big
do look good,
jalapeno
though.
on top.
It's actually like it feels like the ears of a chicken. Wait, do chicken have ears? They must have ears. But you know what I mean? It feels like the feet. I can't explain it. It's like the bad.
You ain't
part
never
of the
had chicken feet
that
before.
I've been given, the cartilage. Chips.
Yeah, say cartilage.
Ice cold. Now, full transparency, I was on my phone for about 5 minutes before I started, but these would have come out cold. They're like room temperature. No. Great, thank you.
All right. Good deal.
Why he
I don't
looks
have the heart to
shook?
tell them. It's not their fault. They didn't make it. One of the biggest complaints about this place is the service. And again, I always have to keep in mind that when there's a camera, there tends to be an elevated service. Whether I want to admit it or not, I usually get a bit of a better experience than your probably average Joe, purely because I've got that and I've got a mic attached to me. So it's quite difficult sometimes to rate service.
Would have
So
told her, throw
place
this in a
is called Buffalo
microwave
Wild
for me.
Wings. They better deliver on the wild wings.
Shit cold.
This is the honey barbecue. Now, they didn't come out in 2 minutes, like one of the reviews said, but they're also just not warm. I wouldn't say this has got legs to be, one of the worst rated here, particularly for the food. I don't think so.
What would you compare this?
Back at home,
Yeah.
in our 24-hour video, where me and George Clark went to Wingman's was a level above this for sure. But they also claim to be the best wings in London. So the honey glaze is nice, but if I'm honest with you, if I'm going to compare this to anywhere in the UK, imagine Spoons only served wings. That's the vibe I'm getting. All right, let's review that
I don't
spot.
even know what that is.
Service,
That's like a
I give
bar.
it a 3 out of 5. Food, I've got to give it a 2 out of 5. It was, just wasn't even warm. And I think that's the biggest cardinal sin.
Didn't he order plain wings?
Filthy bit of food. It really was just the Weatherspoons
Honey shit.
of LA. And then finally, the value, the price. It was actually pretty well priced, honestly. I'm gonna give it a 4 out of 5 for the pricing. It was pretty cheap. So yeah, let's keep it moving. I hate doing these videos. Like, I'm just gonna go and have more bad food. What a horrible way to spend a day.
Next up, Pizza Loca, rocking a powerful 2.4 stars on Yelp. Reviewers called it bland, undercooked, and an insult to Italy. One person even posted this photo of their pizza, and honestly, I think it's just trying to...
Yo, what the fuck?
Hey, is that
This
Patrick
pizza
Star?
got dreads, nigga.
Hey, I've had a bad pizza in my mind. I've had one terrible pizza.
Nah,
It wasn't even a pizza shop.
no, damn.
They was wondering.
No. It was a pizza shop by the way it looked. If you would walk by, you'd think it's a pizza shop. When you go in
Yo,
there,
I should have known. Niggas walked in there. Everyone looking back confused. I'm like, wait, what?
nah,
He's
yeah.
like, oh, you came here for pizza?
Like I said, you came here for food. Nah, yeah,
Ain't
that
even-
was
Niggas
crazy.
poisoned us.
Nah, word. That was crazy as fuck. I ain't gonna lie. That was crazy. But man, niggas was almost a part of a Rico chat, but we here though.
Let's keep the
yeah.
box.
Hi there. Yeah, could I just get a pepperoni pizza, please?
Medium pepperoni?
Yeah, thank
They
you.
would have just hired
Could I get a
actual
bottle of water
workers
as well?
that made actual
You
pizza.
don't sell water,
Maybe
okay.
it could have lasted a little longer.
Yeah, like your front gotta be fronting, you know what I'm saying? Like that's the point of the
Yeah.
front, like
Pepperoni.
you feel me? If like
Come up and stuff.
Not being able to cook a pizza simply thoroughly
Well, guess
was
what?
insane.
You're on camera too. I'm not gonna lie, the amount of signs here that is letting you know that you're on camera. Maybe this place is so good that everybody's robbing pizzas from this gaff, or is this just a place where everyone comes for a scrap? I mean, you've got 20 minutes to wait for your pizza, so you've got to do something. I don't know what all the doorbell ringing is. Maybe
I'm not gonna lie, Let me put you onto a little bit of game just in case, because I know, you know, the UKers always going to LA. If you go to LA, pizza shop, and they tell you a 20-minute wait, do not wait in the store. Go to your car and wait that 20 minutes. Do not wait in the store. Promise you.
It's delivery orders or something. This is the weirdest thing. A few people have walked in, not ordered anything, stood around for 5 minutes, and then just walked out.
You see? Look. You see? See what I'm saying? Wait in your car. Niggas is plotting. Wait in your car.
What does that mean?
That means you mean something bad about that, nigga.
This guy's leaving now. Literally.
Damn, that shit is in a complex too.
Just walked in, spent a couple of minutes,
Yo!
and then walked out. It's so bizarre. I don't get it. Like something fishy is going on in here. I want to get to the bottom of it.
Did he walk into a? Did he walk into a pizza front? Is he having?
One thing they do here
Is he
a
having an
32
experience?
Slice giganti pizza. So if being disappointed on a medium or a large level was not enough for you, then you could get 32 slices of disappointment.
It's not a large franchise, so he could have.
All right.
Pizza Loca.
You know what? I think it was $8 for my pizza. That's actually really good.
Oka.
Where should we go and eat this now? Let's find a spot. Let's just take a look while we head to find it. I mean, it looks like a pretty standard pizza. I'm not sure why it took 20 minutes to make it though. Part of me feels like it's just like a reheated
Come on, bro.
frozen
You know they had to
pizza.
make it
It
fresh.
looks too perfect, you know? Doesn't give any vibe of a homemade pizza. Anyways, let's find somewhere to try a slice.
Like SpongeBob
Right,
carrying
so
that pizza
we're
that
just
far.
heading off, and only in LA do you
Why are
find
you in
like
an
a
alleyway?
rogue shrimp head. Nice.
Nah, yeah. What's up with this nigga, bro? He's
Word
wildin'.
of bro, I'm not walking.
Nah, yeah.
through
He's
that.
wildin'. What are you doing? Yeah, he's
Turns
bugging.
out we'd stumbled across this park that happened to be gang operated.
I was about to
Later
say, does this not look like the park where, like, this looked like Mirror Park? Like, niggas was just
Bro,
spinning
on, I
this
actually
shit.
decided to give it a
You
little search.
walked through a alleyway to then go to a park nearby. Like it already looked like you were in the hood by the pizza shop.
Chill, bro.
And see why it was in the state it was, and that was a bad idea.
All right, here we go.
You don't know no better though, bro.
You know
It's
what this
okay.
feels like? This feels like one of the pizzas. you
And
get.
he's not wearing a fitted
And-
hat with a
Oh, I could
sports
just
team,
tell.
baseball
gonna be a
related.
I mean, once they hear him talk, they're gonna be like, "Oh, this nigga ain't for me."
You know what's weird is the pepperoni is all right, but mate, this is just like any oven pizza. I'd say it's worse than an oven pizza just because the base is so.
Damn.
I don't know how to describe it. You know, you're either going for the American style pizza, which is like that crispy base, it doesn't flop around, or you're going for the Italian, which is a bit more, what's the word, like, you know, you're supposed to fold it up, that Neapolitan
Yeah.
pizza. This is just in no man's land. What I will say about this pizza, one, it
No
doesn't taste
man's
bad,
land.
and two, drunken pizza. This, on your way home from a night out, you're polishing the lot. I actually don't think it's that bad. In terms of pizza, it's a bit lost. You know, it doesn't really fit into any category.
For $8,
Out of five,
it
I'm gonna
can't
give
be
it a
that
2.5.
bad.
It's
I
hood
can't
pizza
quite give it
gang.
a 3 because
Like
I don't know. Could I give it a 3? I'll give it a 3.
it's your local hood
Service.
pizza shop.
It shouldn't really be taking that long, in my personal opinion. If you're doing like takeaway boxes style pizza, you should be able to get one out pretty quickly. So I'm gonna give the service a 2 out of 5. She really
I feel like
wanted,
if an
nothing to do with me.
establishment is
Fair
in
enough.
Boston,
it's a business
people
at the end of the day.
inside
And then value for money, 5.
just don't know.
5 out of 5 for value. The reason why, $8 for that pizza, 5 quid for a full pizza. Pretty good going. Anyways, let's get out of here.
Up next, an all-you-can-eat buffet. Nothing screams quality dining like unlimited meat
I've
under
been to
heat
one good
lamps
buffet
from the
before.
90s.
I think it was in Virginia.
All right,
though.
so we're here at King Buffet. I'm a little bit anxious. I'm anxious at every bad rated place. The fear of food poisoning cripples my body. Let's go. Hi there.
Every
Could I pay
buffet
for
is
2
like,
people,
what?
please? All right, so it's like an all-you-can-eat gap. It's actually really busy, to be fair. So, $25
Okay.
per person
Just by
for
okay,
an
I can see.
all-you-can-eat buffet.
Alright.
A bit too good. By the way, so I went to the toilet. Got no complaints about the toilet, decent. But on the way back, they serve raw bacon. I've never seen raw bacon being served anywhere in my life. Anyways, raspberry iced tea.
Raw bacon.
Ooh, very sweet. It's nice though. All right, so I'm not gonna lie, this is much better than the buffet that I went to in Chinatown. If you watch my worst rated in London, it was significantly worse than here. I'll be honest with you, I think it's a
He didn't even eat the
sin
food. Yeah.
to try sushi at a worse rated spot. Yeah, it's just you don't mess with raw fish at a bad rated place. I'm even a little bit skeptical at the good rated places and how they deal with their raw fish. So special fried rice is lovely. Lovely's maybe a bit generous, but it's fine. A spring roll, a true measurement of an establishment.
Baby ass spring roll. Shit,
I wonder if Chinese food
Frozen
busting
spring
in
roll
the UK.
whacked into an oven or a microwave, God knows, but
I don't want to sound like stuck up.
yeah.
I gotta put
I
a
really
song.
panic when I'm in these sort of places now.
I have to say though, I do think this is better than
Okay.
Kowloon,
That
like
looks fucking
considerably
crazy.
better as
Nah,
well.
yeah, nigga got
I don't
a
even know
piece
why
of
he put that on
broccoli,
his plate.
No,
3
that's
fries,
actually- that's normal. It's
garlic
like,
bread,
yeah, if it was
and
like
some
And
sauce.
a handful of
Yeah,
they got a handful of fries on his plate. The sweet and sour sauce look like.
I'm really unsure.
I'm just winding you up. I'm just winding you. It's fine. It's fine. All right. Anyways, I'm about to have my risky bit. This is I believe it's the Kung Pao chicken. Ice cold. What the hell is wrong with this place and cold food? I get that
What
it's a
the
buffet,
hell?
But guys, we can still do our best to keep things at least warm. It didn't need to be hot, just warm, please. It actually though, in terms of
That doesn't
flavor,
even make no sense though.
Touching
Like,
quite
bro,
nice.
all that food
Alright,
that's
let's take a
out
quick
and
look
you
at the
don't
reviews
think
here.
to warm it, like keep it warm.
absolutely handy that. I've got myself full bars of 5G connection here. Oh, how is that? Because Olafly have come to the rescue. So that
Oh,
when
my
I
fault.
travel,
Damn. I'm lacking.
fully charged stations. I've got full plan. The hot, the one put.
I hate cold food.
Using my cup because I didn't watch the King Bus.
Especially you can't do nothing about it.
Through. Looks can be deceiving, and this was the case. Daniel said I didn't like it at all. Terrible food. The interior is old. The tables are dirty. I would disagree with that.
Dust.
I don't recommend it. I think it's fine. I mean, look, yeah, it's not great, but at the same time, we've had a lot worse. My mum went here on Mother's Day and she had the Mongolian barbecue. She felt so sick and dizzy after 3 hours of eating here. Oh my god. Did you have the Mongolian barbecue by any chance? Do you film?
I think I avoided that one.
It's time to try the nigiri that we have here, which is, yeah.
I'm scared for you, Alfreezy. I'm scared.
Anxiety
Absolutely
levels through
horrified.
the roof at the minute. Because who in their right mind would try sushi from a worse rated restaurant?
My
in
point
the city?
exactly.
This dickhead. It's funny, the one thing that I don't actually like cold sushi, I prefer it when the rice is actually slightly warm. And so the one thing that they have cold, I want warm. And everything else that I want warm is cold. So, yeah. Right, let's talk review. Take a seat with me. Let's review this gaff. Outside. Jesus Christ, my heart just dropped. I thought, let's talk food.
You almost got wiped
It's
out.
just cold. It's cold. It wasn't bad food. I didn't find any hairs in my food. In terms of buffet, the selection was large, if that's your type of thing. I prefer it if a place just picks one cuisine and nails it, but that's fine. But it was cold,
I respect
and ultimately
that.
that's just a cardinal sin when it comes to food. Food that's supposed
Establishments
to
be
be
trying to do too
being
much.
cold,
You know damn
whether it's a
well you
buffet or
can't
not.
make jerk chicken.
It's not
Why is it
Yo.
on the
It's
menu?
about five.
Yo,
Like,
And the next part is, of course, the service.
like I say, you
There
don't
really
gotta
wasn't
make
no one came in to
everything.
check up on us, asking if we were all right. I'm probably going to give it a 2 out of 5 as well. Feels a little bit harsh because they kind of just sat us down and it wasn't bad, but at the same time, I feel like at least one, hey, is everything okay? Like little checkup is standard. So yeah, I'm going to go with a 2 out of 5. And then finally, their value. I'm going to go with a 3 out of 5. It's okay. It wasn't a rip-off, but it's also not a bargain by any means. So there you have it. Not a great score.
Now we're
forgot how
at
they-
Frida Mexican
how they
cuisine,
price you at
and as
buffets.
somebody
Is
who
it like-
absolutely loves Mexican food, I am praying to the
forgot.
food
It'd be like
gods
per person.
not to ruin this for me.
Here we are, Frida Mexican cuisine. Got an absolute tanking on Yelp. And
Not the
a lot
Mexican
of shouts for
food.
food poisoning.
Nah,
so
Mexican food tap,
Oh.
so I'll be surprised.
if you're watching right now, please,
Food poisoning
Please.
is not a
No, food
good
poisoning.
sign, though.
not while I'm in LA. The
Interior
place
don't look
looks nice.
bad.
The vibe is decent. There's a couple
Yeah.
people in here. You've really got to mess this place up for this to be one of the worst rated. Do you know what I mean? Anyways, it's a Mexican restaurant. There's gonna be a bunch of different Mexican food. And
playing Pitbull in the
let's
back?
get into it. I think we're ready to order if that's okay. We're just gonna share the chicken quesadillas and the cantina nachos. Yeah, thank you.
Yes,
So
sir.
it's pretty nice,
Cantina
to be
tap.
fair. And here's something. I went to the bathroom. The bathroom is in
What is
pretty
that?
fine condition.
It's like a type of
I could see the
sauce
kitchen, and I decided to have a little
marination.
look in the kitchen, and it was pretty clean. That's what I was looking out for because a few of the reviews are convinced that they got food poisoning from here. Let me show you. Lindsay here said probably the worst experience I ever had at any restaurant. We waited an hour for our table. All right, well, we didn't have that problem, so. Sherry said that they came for Sunday brunch and the meats did not taste good and it looked like they were sitting out for hours. Not what you want.
There are over 60% of you
I
guys
know about
that
that.
simply have not subscribed and you're watching
really a
this.
banger,
So
though.
please hit that button
Playing
because I'm
that
going to be
heat
making
in
the
the
best
bag.
food content of 2025.
Yeah,
Keep the
brilliant.
food
Thank you very
content
much.
coming, Cal
I'm not
Freezy.
gonna lie, on first review, the food looked banging here. I'm gonna be gutted
Hey, that
if this doesn't
presentation.
taste good because it looked unreal. Nachos have
Like
a
you
few
said,
different
bro,
types of cheese here.
if the presentation
Cheddar cheese
looks
and then the
nice,
classic American
it might not be
cheese.
too
The
good.
steak tastes good. I'm kind of expecting my ass to fall out at some point. This is genuinely an unbelievable plate of nachos. Let's
Okay.
give the quesadillas a go.
Nah, that do look good, though.
Really?
About the
Yeah, it
portions,
don't.
But ooh, a little bit oily on the bottom. My fingers are covered in oil. Okay, it tastes decent. Chicken quesadillas, lacking a bit of flavor though. They taste how I would make quesadillas at home when I've looked around and I've got no spices to put in it. It's a little bit on the bland side. It's definitely oily. Here you go, first time. It's essentially just like cheese chicken.
You're gonna get a bit of sweat on anything.
A bit of sweat.
It's cheese sweat.
Yeah, but you don't need to be getting oily. It was literally dripping off.
I really like it.
Really?
I really like it, yeah.
All right.
You,
That was
sir?
bizarre because it was actually a perfectly okay meal.
If
I'll
one
admit,
saying it's
it was
bland and
said
one
number
saying he
Mexican
like it.
restaurant, and
Bro,
I'm not sure I agree
you-
with that
we-
at
we-
all. But it's by far not one of the worst.
Taste
rated
buds
in
is
LA.
a
don't know
formidable
what
thing.
has happened to their Yelp page, but that is far too brutal.
This
Those
bad Cal
nachos
Freezy
are
noticed.
class. Hey, cabron. It's time to review the Mexican guy.
God, bro, he's wild.
It's
3 out of
crazy.
5 stars for me. I think it was good. Like I said, absolutely nothing to write home about, but definitely not what we read on the reviews. Service. I'm getting a bit
Damn,
tired
they got
of
a whole
rating service
block
because
up
I
for
really
sale?
do feel like when
For me
people
to-
see the camera, I'm just getting a different service to
They
others.
said rent too
In
high.
reviews, one of the biggest complaints was about the poor service,
Back-to-back
and I didn't see that at all. I
places
saw
for
actually
me.
good service, so I'm gonna give that a 3 out of 5. But I might just change that category if we do this video again because
Yo, that's a
I'm just not sure about it.
long
Anyways, on to the
ass,
final one.
like,
Value.
magazine.
Little newsstand, right?
Two things,
Yeah.
not great. At
How the
all.
fuck he's
For
still
two
living on
wars.
this block?
I'm gonna go with
Niggas ain't buying newspapers.
The gumbo.
It look like he sell a
This
little
is our
snack.
last
He got a
stop,
mini
but certainly
deli
not
at his shit,
least,
so.
because clearly
Niggas
Nah.
might just hop out the ride and go
just
there or
keep
something.
picking
No.
seafood spots.
All right, so we're on to the
Gumbo pot.
final worst rated
I'm gonna be
restaurant
disappointed,
here in
bro.
LA. And
Gumbo
I
pot?
can't lie, I'm so excited for this video to
Yeah,
be over.
man,
I
this is
hate
like-
going to them. I get so much anxiety, but we've got one last one to go through, and we're heading through a car park to get there. Very fitting. It's a seafood gaff again. Anxiety through the roof. Oh, I don't know what to go for. What are you supposed to get here? I might just ask him for like what most people get. Can I just ask what do most people
Cornmeal.
get here?
try po' boy, fried catfish or red beans.
I'll just take the first one there that you mentioned, please. Thank you very much. Should we just sit in this bit here?
Damn it, Calfreezy. If only you knew.
We're
No.
just on holiday. It's just like, we just film in our holiday vlog.
Oh yeah, I understand that. But you have a permit or something? Because it's like you're using like a professional camera in that case. So
Okay. This isn't professional. He just it's just his like home camera. Back on the Osmo, baby. How am I looking?
I'm about to say, so it's fine if I do my
That is
iPhone.
actually
then.
the first
Okay,
time
I don't
that we've
know
been
what's
told
the
that we
difference.
can't film.
Okay.
Usually when we do these worst restaurant spots, they're a lot more picky and telling us we can't film because they obviously know it's not a great gaff. I'll be honest with you, I've never had this type of cuisine before. It's always been, I've just never, it's from New Orleans, authentic foods of New Orleans. I've heard of it before. Oh, 11, that's me. Thank you. All right. Here we are. This thing cost me $17.
For a
expensive.
fucking po' boy?
I know seafood can come at a premium, but this is just fried shrimp, I think they said it was. Oh, I don't know, man. Look, like, to me, should a shrimp be looking that raw? Do you know what I'm trying to say? Is that what it's supposed to look like? Oh, imagine I get food poisoning on the last one, bro. God, it tastes kind of stale, bro. The bread's not very good. Yeah, the bread's actually terrible. The lettuce feels like not fresh lettuce either. I'm really skeptical of
As soon as I
the
see
shrimp.
what came out,
The fried shrimp, like, it's just
what he
not
came out
cooked
with,
at all.
yeah.
Let me Google this because I'm not
GG's.
sure. Like, it's translucent. I'm pretty sure it's not supposed to be translucent. Translucent. Is it okay
Oh,
to
yeah, shit,
eat
guys. You can see the
raw
cornmeal on that shit.
shrimp? No, it is generally not recommended to eat raw shrimp. It can cause food poisoning. They thrive in warm environments.
Why
How
did he
to
Google
tell
that?
if shrimp isn't cooked. If shrimp is not, it appears translucent. I'm not eating that. I'm sorry, I can't. I already have eaten that, and I didn't like it. I am not going to subject myself to more of that. I can't do it. That's just clear. I strongly advise against eating here. It's too late.
Niggas just battered it
The
and cooked
seafood
the
was
outside.
cold and salty.
Like, if you
It
deep
was not
frying it,
fresh.
how you even do that? The oil gonna
Anxiety
cook that
is
bitch
through the
fast as
roof
shit.
After eating that, I need to get out of here. And I probably
That'd be the
didn't even
problem
drink
with some
before
niggas
that.
though. Like, they put the oil dumb high and they
knew
think,
it,
oh
I
yeah, this
knew
is
it. I
ready
knew
because
we
outside
just
is
did one too
burnt
many, bro.
or brown, and then it's
The
just
review
like,
of that
come
place,
on,
I'm gonna
gang.
give it a 1 out of 5 for
Inside,
food.
nah,
Niggas
bro,
out here
but shrimp should be
flash
easy
frying
well.
shit. Yeah, nah,
Seeing
but
the shrimp
still though.
translucent like that, then googling and realizing that it's uncooked and it's not safe to eat
Oh,
food.
niggas on
eat
some
shrimp
bad
raw
shit.
like that. I don't know. People in the comments might be able to tell me that it's actually not that bad. I don't know. I didn't want to find out. So I'm giving it 1 out of 5 there. Service, 2 out of 5. Maybe a
Minimal.
3 out of 5 at a push. There's not much chance to get good service in like a food court style thing anyways. So yeah, 2.5 out of 5 I'll give it. And then finally for value, bro, like 1 out of 5. Like $16, $17 for
Yeah,
a
you might as well
baguette
went to
with
Subway.
stale bread, Nax lettuce.
You
Word.
had a better sandwich.
Shrimp.
And you could have got a
Honestly,
foot long chips and a bev.
So we have a tie at the top between Pizza
Oh, I
Loca
got
and
you
King
a
Buffet.
great
but I've gotta
cookie
pick
on the
one
way
winner for
out.
you
I was
guys.
like,
I'm gonna give
what?
it to Pizza Loca. It wasn't a great pizza, but I also didn't feel like I was gonna get food poisoning at the end of it either. So
That was probably
there
his
we have
best
it.
bet.
That's your winner.
Facts.
Yeah, bro, wouldn't know. It was a pizza front that did the best.
Alright, right? It's crazy. I mean, yeah, pizza's not really that crazy, you know what I mean? Some dough, some good pasta sauce, some good cheese, and you straight, you feel me? You can't go, you know?
It would have definitely been obvious what they was doing. But
It's like, even if you use cheap products, if the pizza's cheap, it could still be a good pizza type shit. You hear me?
that's why he was like, it's like a trunk pizza, like on a trunk. You know, that's it for Calfreezy.
Yes, sir,
Next
yes, sir.
time, Wavy Duo.